and welcome back to another episode of Railroads Online. And we have made a little bit of progress. I have managed to get some iron from the smelter, and I got some cordwood from the lumber mill, and we're bringing it up to the smelter right now to do some smelting. I've been grinding, getting logs just non-stop, and I figured I wouldn't record that because it gets pretty monotonous after a while. But we've definitely made some progress, and I got some money, and we're getting ready to buy our next locomotive. Yeah, this thing's... Do I still have my brakes on my brake cars? Is that what it's explaining? Yes, I do. I think I just made it worse. That brake's on 100%. I'm not a fan of these, the brake locations for these. I did a little bit of straightening out. This is my maiden voyage on the track. I built these tracks to the smelter a while back, but I've never ran on them. I had a little derailment a while back because there was a tiny little sapling growing through the track. As you can see, there's been a little update. UI's changed. There's some cool new things they added. And I will show you when you get back to the yard. If I recall, though, this track is... Look it out. Beat it, 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 beat it. Woo! Alright. I think my track is a little rough. Going the other way. Like a really sharp curve I need to straighten out. I don't even know what the Railway Express Agency does in this game. Like one of the great mysteries to me. Okay. This is where I drop off the wood. I'll hit the brake. Unload this wood. I need to get another cordwood car. Actually, I technically do have a little one, so I guess I could grab the little one. And then over here to unload the iron. They have these unload platforms laid out in a weird way, so I had to make the track really weird to get it to work. Yeah, you can see how sharp that curve is up there. I'm gonna fix that before. Hopefully I'm not sitting on that same piece of track, but I doubt it. Yeah, look how sharp that was. There's like no way. Ooh, that's rough. Look at this. Like a 90-degree angle. Ridiculous. What was I thinking? That is the old me. The new me's better at laying tracks. But yeah, they also made it to where you can like fly when you're placing track, which is super convenient. It makes things quite a bit easier. But I also gotta make this a 2.5% grade just to starting to remember why it was such a sharp curve now. Here, let's see if I just fly over there and connect it, if it will be decent. Or is it still gonna be rough? It's hard to tell by looking at it. Like, it might look fine when you're walking, but then when you're actually running on it, it's really rough. Like, that's rough. This is a rough curve right here. I can already tell. That's really... Oh my god. I've seen better curves on logging railroads. Which this technically is. Maybe I should buy a shade. I have 5,000 It's like $6,000 that I've been grinding to save up, just back and forth logs for hours and hours. This game can get very monotonous. I also made a trip to the railroad studio to change the names on this. I named this train after my dad. Alright. Oh, I forgot the R in Northwestern. Oh no. It says Lancaster Northwestern. That's not good. I'll have to change that. Alright, let's unload. Alright, we have 14 out of 1,000. Whoop-de-doo. Northwestern. Ah, man. That's rough. Alright, let's see if that curve is any better than it was. I got a feeling it might not be. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. It's rough. If I derail, I won't be surprised. Sometimes just the topography of this map is just so rough that you gotta make these sharp curves, and it's kind of, sorry, I bumped the mic. It's a logging, mining, short line, narrow gauge railroad, so it's kind of okay, but I still don't like it. I think I have one more really sharp curve to fix. I mean, this is just a runaround loop, so worst comes to worst, I could go backwards. But there is a really bad curve I need to fix on like the main drag over here. And that's sharp. Stop, stop, stop. I don't want to rail. Though re-railing is a lot easier than it used to be. I think it's mostly a downhill. There was a few places I needed to fix on this track. It's pretty rough. It's a pretty steep grade, a lot of windy track getting up here. Brakes a little bit. On my windy back and forth. Get rid of the brake. Look at all my cars. And wind around these hills. And once we get back to town, we're looking to get a new engine. Basically just skipped, recording up until I got a new engine because there really wasn't much happening, and like I said, pretty monotonous. I'm gonna back up because this is the section that needs correction. Alright, let's go make some modifications to this rough trackage. Because there's a really sharp curve off the switch, wherever the heck it is right here. Because this is where the trackage splits off that goes to the cow farm, which I would still like to deliver because that makes really good money. But the issue with the cow farm... Oh, am I on the ground? Am I on the ground? Ah, the whole train's on the ground. Gosh darn it. Okay, that's my bad. I thought I backed off the track. Yep. Nope. My Lancaster Northwestern tender. The Northwestern. I'll fix that next time I go on. I'll have to go back on studio. Re-rail my flat car. No. Thank you. That didn't quite work out, did it? Well, what's going on here? Why don't you re-rail? Well, I guess I'm just never getting this back on the track. There. It's gonna roll away, isn't it? Stop! Okay. Yeah, but they updated a lot of stuff in the UI that makes this a lot easier than it used to be. Okay. Let's go ahead and try to fix this trackage. And not... Oh, wrong button. God, I'm not... There we go. Okay. Now, I also made it to where you could fly when placing track. Makes my life way easy. And it's not gonna auto change the grade, is it? Nope. It wants me to do it the hard way. Then let's go ahead and get that up to like a 3.5%, which I don't like, but this map just forces you to do it sometimes. Bring that down to no grade. See if it works. Oop. Okay, that looks a lot better than it used to. A little bit of a steep grade, but not always stuff you can get done about that. Oh yeah, another thing they added. Knuckle couplers, so no more link and pin, which is just a miracle. Just an absolute miracle. Now I just gotta back the train up into these cars and they'll automatically couple them up, which is great. I'm not the biggest fan of the whistle placement, just far away from all the other controls. But what are you gonna do? A little bit of an S curve there I didn't want, but it's fine. That curve might be, or that grade might become a problem when it's time for me to haul raw iron out of the mine. I might have to just rework this whole line. What I was trying to avoid, but... Alright, dropping down into town. I reworked town a little bit. I got rid of the engine shed and the little turntable and just put the siding there because they added roundhouses, which I installed a roundhouse and a turntable. Coasting in. Alright. So, what's our money looking like? Heck yeah, $5,600. Alright. So let's see. It's finally time for a new engine. I'm still not a high enough level to buy everything. That's tier 6. I can't get that. Tier 5. Can't get that. Am I tier 4 yet? Yeah. Oh, I am tier 4. Okay, so I could get that cook engine, which looked pretty sick. .260. Way more pulling power than what I got by a lot. Oh, this is gonna be a... I do like that one. Also 260. They're like the same. Oh, that's a coal version. Well, I don't want to do coal. But I could have... What is that? 280. A Shay, which I could buy like 2 Shays if I really wanted to. Tier 5, tier 5. 6, tier 3. It's a nice, decent engine. What was that? So I could spend like all my money. That's what I got. Nice little tank engine. And the tank engine pulls like still 3 times what this pulls. That's a nicer tank engine. I could like, should I spend all my money buying one nice engine or spend it getting a slightly better engine but still have a lot of money left over? I don't want that thing. That thing's ugly. I'm liking this tank engine. But it is a tank engine, so... What's the capacity like and what's its fuel source? Is this coal-fired? It is. Then I'd have to get coal, and I'd have to get to the coal mine to get coal. So I'm kind of leaning away from that now. I want wood-fired engines. Coal, wood. Alright, let me out of here. This thing's wood-fired. I don't like the way it looks though. Maybe if I... No other headlight options. I do like the dirty paint scheme though. Smoke stack, no stack options, no headlight options. Well, there is headlight options, but it doesn't really change much. No paint options. Headlight. Let me go around to the front here. Controversial. I'm not a huge fan of these gigantic headlights. They have just like, and I'm not a biggest fan of these, you know, fancy paint schemes. I like my trains more down and dirty, you know, working on the railroad. Definitely go with this stack. Headlight. Give me something little. I do like the horns. They're kind of cool though. What kind of paint schemes do we got? Do we got just black? Nope. Alright. Can't get that. Can't get that. Can't get that. Probably won't get the shade. Not that I love shades, but it's just too slow. Let's see, we got a different paint scheme. Nope, nothing. This guy here is, you know, and it's a wood burner. Alright, so what stacks we got? Already I had to take a little pause there, but I'm back. So, this engine is costly. No paint schemes though. I'm kind of leaning towards that one. This is a wood burner. Stack options we got. I'm not the biggest fan of the balloon stacks. Give me... Alright, digging that. Honestly, as far... I'm actually kind of liking that, which surprises me. It almost looks like a tourist railroad kind of paint scheme. Tier 6, Tier 6, Tier 7. That's a big chungus. That's bigger chungus. 20,000. No plow. What do you think? 2 little engines? I could get 2 little engines or 1 big engine. God, if this thing had a different paint scheme, I'd probably get it, but I'm just not a fan. I just want the shade just so I could see the... It's Tier 5, but... Oh, I'm gonna look at it. Ooh, that's... Ooh, almost British looking. I could always put in a coal tipple, I guess. It's, you know... Like just slight different shades. Where's the Glenbrook though? What are we at? I do like the wood cab option. Give me like a blacked out, like in-service dirty version. This is essentially what I got already, but just bigger stuff. I don't know if it's worth dumping my money into. I ain't getting another one of these, but I wonder what paint schemes it comes with. Oh, if I could have had that. Yeah, this tank engine is getting more and more like that. That looks nice. Like that. I like that too. Like the red pilot. Ooh, it's very logging railroad-esque. Honestly, the balloon stack doesn't look bad on this. Ooh, wait a minute. I think that's where it's at. And it's got 9,000 pounds of tractive effort. up against 3,000 on this thing. Guys, I think it's the tank engine. It's growing on me. Especially with this dirty paint scheme right here. Is where it's at, I think. So I think we're getting it. No, I forgot to put a number on it. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. It's got a backup light though. That's kind of cool. I mean, I could go into studio, I guess, and what is the... How do I open... Yeah, I think this is where it's at. I can't believe I forgot to put a number and everything on it. What's the whistle sound like? There isn't enough pressure for me to blow the whistle, so while we wait for that to build up pressure, I'm gonna move this. I needed to go in there and fix the name on this thing anyway, I guess. What's going on? Oh, my fire's out on this thing now. Do I have one engine with a functioning fire? Well, if we're gonna do that, I might as well use my new engine to push this thing into the roundhouse. What are we at? It's gonna couple in a minute. Let me hear it. Got no whistle. But there's also still no boiler pressure, so... I do like the backup light, though. I gotta put a number. So this would be number 3, because it's number 1. The little tank engine's number 2. But I'm done with this guy for now. I think in the new update that made the trains, you know, I'm all for realism. But if we can just get rid of this time it takes to get this thing running and get these things heated up, I think it would go a long way. God, that engine looks nice. I wish I had an HO scale model, something like that. I do have an HO scale model of an Alco 282 tank engine, like the one they have at Mount Rainier Scenic Railroad. Let me see. Alright, let's see. Can we hear it? I'm digging it. It's good. It's good. Yeah, this thing's got a lot more juice than the other engine. Okay. Let's see. What was I gonna do anyway? I need to haul more cars. Yeah, but the 3 wheels might make some turn radius issues. We'll have to find out. Like, this is a little tight on my runaround track. I need to do more cordwood runs and more lumber runs for the iron mine. So, I could use a new engine for that. I won't need these mine cars, but I'm just gonna go ahead and open up here. Go ahead and pull forward. We're gonna park this old guy in the roundhouse for now. Trying to park all my engines in the roundhouse. If I'm not using them, keep the yard open. I do have the switch thing in the middle of the road, but it could not be avoided. And honestly, I might make a cordwood run just to fill up my wood, for my engines because it's getting low. Get this lined up. Alright. Back it into the roundhouse. Alright. Call that a day for the old engine for now. Out with the old and with the new. I like that whistle. I gotta turn And a lot of HO scale, you know, no one models tank engines. Like, it makes me sad because I like tank engines. I have a Bachmann 060 saddle tank engine I recently had ECC sound installed on, and the thing's sick. If they made like more small switching, logging stuff, I'm sure it would sell really good, like any model train manufacturer. But alas, they do not. Alright, let's see how these tight curves work with a 6-axle engine. It's gonna be rough. I'm gonna have to redo a lot of track, aren't I? Unless it's blind. It's blind. Alright. And I'm pretty sure I'm going the wrong way. Alright. I am liking this tank engine. I'm gonna go grab my other cordwood car and detach these iron ore cars. What's our finances look like now? $2,000. You know, is it $2,000 or $2,500 for the shake? Because we would be completely broke, but then we would have a Shay. So, absolute win. This is a runaround track I constructed for this specific reason. So I could run around. I think I'm gonna have to move that wood. Like, what's this platform for? Is this part of the unload or? Alright, so there's the other, I gotta flip the switch. I'm backing it up. I got some switches to be flipping. Flipping the switches. And they're all flipped already. Whoop-de-dee. I'm a dingus. Alright. hit the brake instead of the brake. Well, I can't re-rail until I get out of the way. Oh, there we go. Actually, no. Alright. Well, a little shorter day today because I'm filming this on Easter. And I have some other things I need to do, but I think maybe next time we'll take this thing out for its true maiden voyage. Alright, everyone. I'll see you next time. You guys have a good day.